What's up, guys?
Hey,
How's it going?
what's happening?
It's good.
Not much. I'm getting ready to start the podcast off with your videos, so let's get that
Awesome.
going. The song is called SOS. Let's rock that shit up.
A little bit of Spanish.
Bilingual.
Oh shit. Hold on a second. I totally screwed that one up. Hold on. I gotta do this first.
Can they see us and hear us while that's going on?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna mute you momentarily.
I
I totally skipped over my own intro. That's funny as hell. Hold on.
You like football?
Like Back to the Future hoverboard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah. What's up, guys?
Hey, how you doing?
I am good. Sorry about that little glitch. I literally just told you what I was going to do first and did the complete damn opposite.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to my world. It's okay. It happens all the time. All the time. What's up to everyone? I'm Fran the Savage and the Savage Ladies of Metal. And tonight with me is Dead by Wednesday. What's
That's
up,
right.
guys?
Hi. How we
Nice
doing?
to meet you.
Little holiday hangover?
You would think I'm actually wide awake. I went to bed
Good.
early. I'm good to go. How do you guys feel?
Excellent. Santa's good.
He puts his glasses down. I'm good. You guys want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Esteban, DBW. Good to meet everybody out there.
He speaks the words.
I yell at people. That's what I
not
do.
bad.
I'm
I do
Dave.
too, but I don't get paid for it.
I play the guitar.
He's the man with the magic fingers.
Mike was going to join us. Did he get back to you, Steve?
Yeah.
Mike having some technical difficulty, and our captain Opus Lawrence apologizes he was not able to make the podcast, but he sends his regards and thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be here whenever Mike's ready. As I was telling you in the back room, we might, I'm probably going to have one of my associates join us because every now and then we like to just combine and introduce the music scene to each other,
The more the merrier.
So, right. Absolutely. So let's talk about SOS.
Yes.
It was a badass song. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Steve had joined the band officially last April 2020, right when the COVID thing was happening, and we recorded a couple songs up front that we had written for the new album, and we had another song ready to go. We were about to release it, and then with everything going on, the discontent in the country and the uncertainty with the times with COVID and everything else, SOS just seemed to make more sense lyrically based on what Steve put together. And as well as being a diverse song, being bilingual, and our message of sticking together, unity in the diversity, and Steve can touch on maybe some of the base of what the song represents.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Dave came up with the idea. We were at practice one day, and I was kind of messing around with like some lyrical and melody stuff, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you just try throwing a little Spanish in there?" And I was like, "You know what? I'll run with it." And then like the whole idea of the song, during that time was like the whole civil upheaval, and it's still going on now, but the whole point of it is just everybody come together and just like see past all the bullshit of the media and all that stuff, and just realize that we're all humans and just come together and be unified and fuck the bullshit.
Right on.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. And like you said, the more and more this keeps going on, the more and more the song makes sense.
Yeah,
like sure. It's like every time you got something planned, ready to go, some shit happens and COVID happens. That's the shit that's happening now.
Yeah, it has a lot of elements that we feel stand the test of time, and even adding Opus put a little percussion in there and stuff. So trying to break a little bit outside the box of type of material that we've done in the past as well. So do something fresh. Introduce the new team that we got going on here, and
sprinkle a little adobo on it.
Every time anyone says sprinkle anything, I think of that one meme of the dude in the kitchen, like sprinkling the Italian Parmesan.
Right.
I tried doing that once with my cooking. It made a mess. I have no aim.
Never fucking works.
I can cook, okay? I can't shoot fucking hoops. I can't do nothing like that. I can.
That's fine. I can't play basketball for shit either.
It's like me trying to mix drinks in the kitchen, like I'm on the movie Cocktail or something, dropping bottles.
Now, see, that I'm all over because I'm a bartender. Even though I've been retired for about a year, I'm a bartender. That I'll be like, what you got? I got you.
I'm pretty good at taking a cap off a bottle, though.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's like
Nothing
coffee.
Wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know what? I'm drinking eggnog. I am one of those people. Yes, I am. I love my eggnog, but this is the good eggnog.
Yeah, I had a couple eggnog and whiskeys recently. It was great.
Eggnog and whiskey. I don't think I've tried that one.
Yeah, that was a weird mix, but it worked.
Noted. All right, goals for later today. So,
I don't do eggnog, but my mom made coquito. which is kind of like the Puerto Rican version of eggnog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she makes it with 151. So you use it's
There
like
you
a
go.
dessert drink after
Light
you
it on
eat.
fire.
Oh my god, dude! It's like you're full and you want to pass out and you're drunk as
And
shit.
she mixes that with 151.
Yep.
Go, mom. Hell yeah.
Got those ancient Taino secrets.
Every time I drink that,
Try it now. You drew my
something.
curiosity on that one. I gotta try that shit.
Like,
Not have too much of it, but I gotta try it. That's for damn sure.
Oh, it'll fuck you.
Cool. So, moving on from our drinking and partying life, right? So you guys are working on your next album, right?
Yes, yeah. Actually, everything is recorded. Working with our producer right now, doing final mixing, and we hope to have out in the first quarter of 2022. So we're just getting some artwork done, and 10 songs, 9 new ones. We brought back an old favorite as well, did a new version of it. We're happy with it. Just looking forward to getting it, the final cut, completed. The working title right now is Capital Conspiracy.
Yeah.
So should be fun.
Bringing it back to our roots again, and just it's going to be it's a variance of a lot of different songs. Some songs just kick you right in the face. Other songs kind of like give you a kiss on the cheek before it kicks you in the face, and other ones just kind of like wrap you in a blanket and then kick you in the face.
There's a whole lot of love in that. See, I feel love. I want to feel the love. I don't want to just sense it. I want to feel that shit, bitch. It's there. Yes.
Yeah, we did a lot of experimenting with it with this album too. A lot of unique songwriting, and Opus did a lot of like percussionary, like just off-time drum patterns, and did a little bit with like clean guitars and feedback, and Steve touches on a lot of different subjects. So I think it's probably one of the more dynamic albums that Dead by Wednesday will release. So we're looking forward to getting out there and sharing it with everybody.
It was a really good opportunity, especially like for everybody to just bring like their individual flavor to the table. And it was like nobody really like shot down anyone's idea. We were just like, all right, fuck it. Let's try that and let's see how we can run with it. And that's kind of how we came up with the album.
Yeah, that's been like the greatest thing about this whole project is that, like Steve said, everybody, I might have a guitar riff and then Opus comes up with a beat, and I might hear one type of beat, Opus introduces something different, and it's completely changes it, but in a good way. Then Steve adds a flavor to it, and Mike's bass, he's always teetering on getting outside the box and just laying it down. So it's been a unique experience and very rewarding, and I think everyone's going to enjoy it.
I can't wait to hear it, man. You guys killed. You guys got a few albums out there. You guys have been around since what? 08, 09?
Roughly like around, I think they started around 06. It's been that far back.
It's funny. It's funny. Steve and I are kind of, I guess, the newbies in the band. I was actually thinking the other day, it's been,
almost
3 years for me.
Oh,
a little over 3 years now, so time flies. But yeah, the band's been around for quite a while. Mike and Opus, the rhythm section, are the OGs, and yeah, they've been it's been a good 15 years or so. Different lineup changes. The sound, I think the Dead by Wednesday sounds kind of remain true to form. A little changing, like I said, experimenting as we go, album to album, different record labels and whatnot. But consistently crushing it here in Connecticut. We're based out of New Haven. We're proud to be a Connecticut metal band, and play with people like Hatebreed, and we got a good scene here. A lot of good local bands, and everybody supports each other, and good Connecticut, New England flavor.
I think that's kind of been our thing. It's just like bringing all these different ideas and never running with like the same path all the time. It's always been like, let's try something new. And we've always had a case of the fuck it's. So it's like, yeah, fuck it. Let's try it.
And that's the way to do it, because you're not going to know if it's something you can work with until you do it,
Yeah, we play what we want to play and have fun doing it. And, we're happy that we have a good base of fans that actually, like the music that we're putting out there. But it all starts in the band room. We just have fun with it. I mean, if you're not having fun and you're playing to other people's expectations, then, it's going to derail, what you're trying to do.
I agree. I always tell people, do what you want. If you do what other people want, who's really, who's really running your music? Who's really running the business? Do you. I
That's
agree
right.
completely.
You're not being
Yeah,
an
but
artist. You're just doing a stencil.
pretty much, yeah. But I definitely agree, man. The East Coast, man, there's so many amazing bands out there. I mean, a lot of the bands that I, have already done interviews with or have coming up, a lot of them are from the East Coast. I mean, of course, Midwest. I know a lot in the Midwest, but a lot. You guys are just fucking killing it over there, and I fucking love you guys. You know,
Yeah, we love breaking out. I mean, a lot of a couple of our last tours, we hit the Midwest. There's a great scene out there. We call it the Midwest Mafia.
For sure. Guys kick balls over there.
Midwest Mafia. I know that name. I think I'm part of that
Uh,
group. I think I am part of that group.
Join.
No, I think I'm part of the group. It's just I've been so out of tune with so much of Facebook because I've spent the last almost 2 months in jail.
Oh,
Jesus.
Thank God there's a couple of other savages that I get send stuff to, say, hey, get this up there. I get 9 more days left in my jail sentence.
Really?
You'll know when I'm back. Believe me, you'll start seeing shit pop up. Boom, 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 boom. France back.
Nice.
So yeah, you can't even scratch your ass wrong anymore. But whatever, it is what it is. But so with the new album, though, you guys you guys are hoping for it by first quarter. Now, my question was, one thing that crossed my mind is, with the new restrictions that are about to kick in after the holidays, of course, after everyone comes in, after everyone sees their families and everything, then everything's gonna get a little tighter. Is that gonna slow things down, you think, or are you guys gonna be able to still push forward on your end and do what you can do?
I think that one of the best things about us is that we've been able to really work on over the last couple of years. We've been able to really be able to do things behind the scenes and really push, in regards to production wise and things like that. Our producer's really great about doing his thing behind the scenes and all that stuff. In regards to playing out, I mean, we're still doing what we can where we can. You know what I mean? If we can find that opportunity, we take it.
Yeah.
We plans right now. We have probably about a 2-week tour that we're trying to put the final dot in the I on for April. So we're hoping to get across the country in April. Hopefully we can announce something on that shortly. But like you said, it's you would think in 2022 things weren't going to be up in the air any longer. I think it's like COVID's so 2020, man.
Yeah.
And it stinks. And we were able to do a short Midwest tour last December, and it was interesting because we saw a lot of people, a lot of not social distancing, but we all got tested and we were fine. So you can tour safely. Unfortunately, it seems like there's an outbreak with this Omicron or Necronomicon fucking strain or whatever the hell it is. But
right.
And I'm seeing a lot of posts by bands that unfortunately are pushing a lot of the tours they had booked in 2022 later in the year. But at some point it's just you just got to just get out and do it and try to be responsible and safe. I mean, wear a mask, if you have to.
Right.
I'm not the biggest fan. I don't want to make it political or nothing, but I think it's people's choices on the vaccination thing. So I'm hoping that to travel in the U.S. that they're not going to enforce that type of thing, and hopefully it's up to states and not on a federal level.
Right.
Mandate anything like that. But we had a short respite here of being able to actually get out and enjoy live music again, and that's what brings people together and makes our lives more fulfilling. So hopefully we can get out and come in your backyard next year.
Right. I don't know how it is by you in Connecticut, but I know in Chicago, the actual city part more, as opposed to the the venues in the burbs outside of it. They've already been doing this, a lot of them, for literally a year, where they were already asking for a proof of vaccination, or at least within the last 72 hour, testing that showed that you are negative, kind of thing. So that's already been in effect out here. And now it's just going to become more of a norm, I guess you could say, for if you want to do restaurants and stuff like that, depending on who the owner is. A lot of owners are at the point where they're just to each their own. If you don't want to wear a mask, you don't want to wear a mask. That's your choice. But they're making their employees still cover up and whatnot. But a lot of the venues and bars are starting to do that. They don't want to lose the business, and I get that.
A lot of the bigger venues here in Connecticut and in New York, especially, they'll require either proof of vaccination or negative tests within 72 hours. So we're kind of in the same route because it's a metropolitan area. So it's kind of like I think where the blurred lines are is like how many people per venue, whether they require you to show negative proof and things like that. But again, like you said, it's up to the owner of the venue and the area and the restaurant,
Yeah, and it's frustrating too for somebody that, like myself, that's not vaccinated. You can't guarantee, if they want a PCR test, that you can get the results within that time frame. Because if you do it too close to the show, you might not get the results back. If you do it too far away, then you're like outside the 48-hour window or whatever. So it's making it really difficult, and we have seen that a lot in venues asking for that type of proof. So it's frustrating. Obviously, it's not like the normal flu, but there's a side of me that's just like, we've been dealing with the flu for millions of years as, human beings. And it's always going to affect, some of the weaker and older people negatively. So it's, we got to pay attention to it and try to deal with it as best possible. But shutting everything down is just not the way to go. People need to be together, and it's part of life.
Wash your fucking hands.
Wash your damn hands.
Wash your fucking hands. Wash your fucking hands.
Which is funny. Like some of that.
Who would have thought something we heard since we were born? Who would have thought? Yeah. Oh my God, wash your hands.
All you gotta do.
Right. But I agree. But I'm glad you guys are still going to push forward, like so many. I mean, a lot of people are. Even though some have delayed shows and whatnot, some still aren't. More power to them. If they come by, I'll be one of those people. I will be there. But mad respect for the scene. And I tell any bands, if any bands are going on, hiatus because they want to step back, I respect that. If you want to keep promotions going so people don't forget you're out there for that month, send me some music links, whatever you guys are up to, and I encourage that to you guys, to all the bands. If there's a break for whatever reason, but you want your name to still, hey, Fran, can you throw this out there? Done. I'm more than happy to help you out. That's just how I roll.
And that's a big thing. Like, we're really like a live band. I mean, the energy that we create on stage, that's really like why we do this. I mean, yes, we are a studio band as well. We like doing a nice polished song and record, but it's really about bringing that live vibe and just getting with our crowd and just all being one for a good hour every night.
I like to yell like right at people. Different than yelling at people through the screen. Like right here, like even talking to you, it's different than if like we were talking face to face. You know what I mean.
You're not a spitter, are you?
No. Oh no.
I saw something on that. Like that's one of the reasons why I guess they don't want to have shows, is because I think there's like up to like a 20-foot potential of like the mist of your,
If it's not from your mouth, it's from your head and all your sweat going everywhere,
Oh, especially my dreadlocks.
If you like to take drinks of your water and spit it out the audience,
Right, everybody's gonna get the musk.
If they're hot enough, they might appreciate it. You never know.
Everybody can get a little bit.
That's hot. See, and some women like that shit. To each their own. Don't sweat on me. Just
which is funny as well. Like when you get off stage and you're like talking to people out in the crowd, like everyone shaking hands, and you got the sweaty pit hand. It's like now you're just like crap.
Yeah. Right. What do I do with this thing?
It's funny as hell. Well, speaking of sweating on stage, you guys are doing Hothfest, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. Jamie Cross is a good friend of ours. Every year, probably just outside of last year, at least for like the last 5 to 10 years, probably he's been doing Hothfest up in Western Mass. And we're a Connecticut band, but Western Mass is right up the street from us, basically within an hour. And it's a great scene up there as well. Jamie Cross actually did our album cover. He painted it. To do a stellar job on that. So he puts his festival together 2 days. We're looking forward to that. And of course, the date evades me right now.
Yeah. I'll look it up.
But yeah.
For the show, it's the January 8th and 9th.
That's right. 8th and 9th. And then the following week, we do probably our biggest Connecticut show. It is the biggest Connecticut show of the year. It's the Blizzard Bash. So we party for Opus's birthday, but it's a great opportunity for all the local scene, bringing quite a few bands, 2 stages.
Yeah, it's being put together by Mindstap Music and Warcock Entertainment.
Warcock.
There's going to be 2 stages going on. There's going to be, I think, 13 total bands.
Yeah.
They got Living Wreckage coming on. Hail the Horns is going to be on the main stage with us. So it's going to be a kick-ass show.
And it's at the legendary Toads place, which, I remember coming up in the scene. It was always voted like the #1 club in America. Killer stage. The sound is great.
For sure. Big ups to Toad's Place for always hosting it up there, guys.
Yeah. Props out to Toads for having us.
And when is that going to be?
That's the 15th of January.
January 15th. Fitting, 15.
The week after Hothfest. So we got 2 killer New England shows back to back.
Hit you with a... Oh, wait. I keep
going
this
to go
way.
to the East Coast.
Yeah, it's like the reverse on the screen.
It's like I got the mirror thing going.
When you move your hands, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Everything's opposite. Everything's opposite.
Right.
Too fun. So I get a whole list of things I always write. I'm old school as hell. I do everything on paper. I lose shit on a computer. If I start flipping back and forth, you saw what happened in the beginning. Forget it.
Yep.
I catch sometimes too. I'm like notating something with a pencil or.
Plus, I lose files on computers and I break computers, so this shit's still here. I haven't set any fires yet, so I'm good. So, but beyond that, let's see. I got you guys brought up so much that I had written down already. Speaking, wait, you guys are expected to hit Chicago in March, aren't you?
Oh, are we?
Hopefully.
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
No,
let's do it.
Do you have us down? Do you have us penciled in?
Yeah, unless I saw something that was from last year, but it looked pretty damn current to me. But I saw March 4th. Wait, hold on, I can't see it.
Unless that maybe that's Opus is
March 4th and March 12th, Brower House.
Oh, you know what? That was Hail the Horns. That's Opus. He's the drummer.
That is Hail the Horns. Okay.
Yeah, he does a project. They play metal covers. It's awesome. Mark Rizzo, shredder on guitar. Tony Campos on bass and vocals as well. I'll take turns singing. So Opus is a full-time musician, so he's out there doing it, and that's one of the things that stinks when you think about it with this COVID is that full-time musicians. It's just hitting people, in the wallet, not being able to make a living. So.
Right.
When there are shows out there, you just got to support them, support people.
Absolutely.
Keep it going. Keep the scene
alive. I'm definitely I got to pick one of those dates, and I'm going to make it.
Do it.
I am, because Brower House is like 20 minutes from me. So, that's one of the venues I love going to. Absolutely.
Yeah, they had a couple makeup dates from their last tour. So, maybe we can hit the road with them as well in the near future.
It makes sense. Let's see. You guys also got a show coming up the 28th by me. I'm bringing the promotions out to the Chicago area for everyone that knows you here. You also got a show out the 28th in the Chicago area, known from Penny Road Pub. It's the very last show that Penny Road is throwing. Am I correct?
Let's do that.
Don't know about it?
I think we should piggyback on that and get out there as well. Maybe we'll do that.
Doesn't matter. If you guys want us there, we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
I swear it's on your page, but it's all good.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I get it though. There's so much you guys got going down. I can't keep track of half my shit either. Trust me.
We can't keep track of half the shit either. Trust me. Our Captain Opus, he's like mastermind of the dates and all that stuff. So it's like, hey, you tell us where to go and we'd be there.
I get that. Well, the 28th, I'm helping. I saw you guys are coming by me also to Brower House. It's actually the last show that this bar is having. And you guys are going to be one of the last faces seen on that stage. It's the venue that I've thrown a few Savage shows at. I mean, I've been going to that bar since I was underage. So it's like a long time bar. This whole area, the music scene is very well informed about the Brower House. A lot of bands know about it. So this is like messing everyone up that we're losing our 4 a.m. bar.
I wish we had
the fact that a lot of bands have played the stage and you will be one of the last. So I am definitely going to be there for that one.
That is the interesting thing about being on the road is like every state always has like their own, hours of operation and you try to get a beer. Like even like Pennsylvania is going to sell beer in one store and liquor in another. And you can go to like a gas station in like Missouri and buy Jack Daniels at like 3 a.m. from a front counter where, in Connecticut, it's like we got the old beer laws and it's like, 8 to 10 p.m. It's cut off, and the bars close at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and everyone's out the door. So it's actually kind of cool when you get venues that do stay open till like 4 a.m. because it gives you more of an opportunity to hang out with people after the show, and
There's a place that all the bartenders went to also, I mean, the bars close at 2 on average. The bartenders, servers, they get off work. That's where they would go to drink,
Yeah.
Well, whatever. But you will be at one of the last shows. I am definitely going to be there for that one and Brower House 1 and 2. So you guys are going to see me a couple times.
Word.
Yes. So looking forward to that also.
Look forward to seeing you. Hopefully a lot of your listeners come out too.
That's right.
Oh, they will. They will. A lot of people know you out this way because you guys have been out here for quite a few times, especially in the Chicago area. I mean, we got a lot of mutual connections, a lot of mutual friends. A lot of people know you. Absolutely.
Chicago, we cannot wait to be inside you.
Chi-town.
Do you guys ever actually, when you come to when you come here, obviously Brower House and Penny Rope Up, they're actually outside of Chicago, just like I am. I'm actually outside of Chicago. Have you guys ever actually played the city?
I haven't.
We played outside the city actually. Tours. Opus and I, we actually did some tours with Ellison as well, David Ellison from Megadeth. So we played out there quite a bit. Rebel Radio is out there. We're friends with them.
So Rebel's one of my partners.
That's right. They've been a great help to us. Right out of Freak's place out there. So we've been able to get good promotion with those guys, and we love going out there. And you get used to the drive too. It's like we've been on the road so much over the years that it's like driving 8 hours in a clip or something is really just what it is. It's actually fun. We all enjoy being in the van and throwing stuff at each other and whatnot. No.
So you enjoy it, not me. I got that.
No, it's fun. It's fun. It's a blast.
It's too funny.
It's a blast until somebody farts.
You only have so much space to go. You can only go so far.
That's it. Still farts and cheese and nasty beer.
Get used to it.
And what's your choice of beer?
I'm drinking Stella Artois.
Stella.
I like European beers. I'm a fan of like German mostly, Kolsch, Pilsners. But yeah.
When I do drink beer, I mean, I'm drinking a coffee right now because I'm still nursing my hangover from yesterday. But when I do drink beer, I do like good like IPAs, citrusy kind of IPAs,
That's the other thing we just agree on.
I can't do IPAs. That's like 2 beers for me, and that's how I see it. That's 2 beers for the cause, maybe 3, But I'm old school though. I mean, people laugh at what I do. I like Ice House.
Oh yeah. Funny. Anytime I see like that brand, I'm like, man, it just brings back memories of like.
Yeah, they changed the recipe though, but I still like Ice House, and I'm a huge Jägermeister drinker. I really need I need to really reach out to Jaeger. Like, bitches, I've been representing you guys for years.
The Jaeger and I used to be friends, and then we had a fight. No more Jaeger. I can't even really smell Jaeger, dude. If I smell Jaeger, oh my god, it's a.
So no more black licorice for you then.
Nope.
That's exactly what it smells like. Like the black licorice stuff. That's what it smells like. Or cough medicine.
I'll do that Rumpelman shit though, man. That stuff. Oof.
Rumpelman's, hell yeah, that's good shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like 25.
Have you ever had a dead Nazi?
Yeah.
It's you know what? It's straight mouthwash. It's Rumpelmans, Jägermeister, and what the hell was the other one? You just said it.
I think it's Goldschlager.
Goldschlager.
Yeah, Goldschlager. Yeah,
a
Starry Night is just Jaeger and Goldschlager, but a dead Nazi is those 3. Whew.
Yeah, it sounds like a headache.
Yeah.
Many blackouts, but I never heard too many bad stories, so that's good.
Like the 3 wise men. Ugh, those things come back to haunt you.
Have you ever had our Malort?
No, what's that?
It's Chicago's very own.
What is it?
It's a whiskey.
Really?
Nice.
I want to say I recommend it, but you need to try it though. That's all I can say. And you definitely got to have to each their own. That's all I gotta say. To each their own. Our own people in Chicago, I'd say more than half of us are just like, whoo, no. And then there's others who live and die by this shit. They're just like, really? Yeah, they will go through a bottle and literally in 3 glasses. They're just like, this shit's like candy to them. I'm like, dude, you got some dead taste buds. To each their own though. So,
Sounds
I don't
like
like
most.
Jameson either, though. So I mean, that's to each their own. It's
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Actually, Freak was always he had premiered the Jesse James.
Mm-hmm.
That's big out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of that last time we were up.
Yeah, Freak is cool as hell, man. He's
the dude. For sure.
I barely get out to his to his venue that often, but when I do, and he's like, "Welcome back, stranger." I pop in like twice a year. The last time I did, I didn't know I had COVID. I had no symptoms, and I have every major reason to think that it's deadly to me. I didn't have any symptoms, but I showed up. I didn't know I had COVID. I went party with Rebel Radio up there and shit. By the end of the night, everyone's like, "You're flaming hot," and I was drunk, so I was just like, "Well, thank you," And then no, seriously, like you're to the touch, you're flaming hot. And somebody busted out a thermometer. I'm like, "Oh shit." So instead of going home, I went to the hospital and they're like, "You don't feel nothing?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Well, you are drunk." I'm like, "No, I didn't feel nothing before that." Okay. That was like 3 hours before that. They said, "Oh yeah, you're positive." And I asked to see the results. They wouldn't let me. That drew a big red flag in my head. I'm like, why can't I see my own results? But whatever. I had it. And then everyone freaked out. And I was like, all right, I was surrounded by tons of people at the bar and not one person caught it. Not one. So that's good.
I caught it and I sat at home and played video games for 2 weeks.
You know what? Fucking what's his name? Bill Gates definitely appreciates COVID to some degree. I'm just saying that son of a bitch made a lot of money during that. And probably still is. But I'm gonna shut up about Bill Gates because I'm actually sensitive.
Pandemic.
Yeah. What'd you say?
The pandemic, right?
Thank you for you saying it, not me. But yeah,
we talk all about it in our album.
I got my opinions, but yeah. And I say that all the time. I got my opinions, but I won't say it. But yeah, so you guys are doing awesome though. You're still pushing forward. Mike, I get it. Family happens. He couldn't make it. Opus is doing his own thing, and I know, which is still, pretty fucking cool. But he'll be back
Sunday's
soon.
Family Day.
Monday's Family Day.
Sunday.
Oh, just okay. Well, 4 maybe 5 Sundays out of a month's not bad. The family can appreciate that. I try not to be home as much as possible.
We're with our metal family today.
Yeah. So how was your holidays? What'd you guys do?
Like I said, I'm nursing my hangover, but no, we normally get up early, stay in pajamas all day Saturday, and we start off with coquito and Irish coffees in the morning. Kids open up presents, and the day just naturally progresses. We have a big dinner in the evening, and then the alcohol just continues to flow, and then a little left-handed cigarettes here and there, and we're good to go.
You just said left-handed cigarettes. That's fucking great. It is awesome.
Trying to make it about the kids, which is good.
Yeah,
it's fun seeing people light up with all the gifts and everything. But
my daughter got a hoverboard, and
I did like Back to the Future 1985 like hoverboard.
Have you tried the hoverboards yet, Steve?
Maybe that's the second one. It's Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, right? Just kick air and you just go forward, dude. That's so trippy. No, it was like one of those regular hoverboards, and I totally ate shit. Of course, my daughter goes to bed, right? And then I was like, yeah, I'll try it out. Why not?
Of course, when the kids are asleep, we always play with their toys. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I get on it and I went forward and I was like, oh, this is cool. But then as soon as I went to stop, I leaned back too much and that thing just went out right underneath me. Bam, ass at the ground. And I'm like, I'm done. My daughter gets on
exactly what I couldn't wait till this shit came out. Fucking 20 years ago, I couldn't wait till they came out with the hoverboards. And then, of course, now we're all old enough, and I'm like, I can't walk straight when I'm sober. I ain't getting on that damn thing.
It's not a real hoverboard though. It's got wheels. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I
know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
It's like the 2 wheels on the side, so it goes like that. It's like a Segway without the middle.
Yeah, basically.
I just use 4-wheel. I still skate, so you're never too old. You're never too old to get hurt.
Exactly. I agree. That's how you learn, because we're still gonna learn. Even when we learn, we still do it again, thinking, okay, we'll do it a different way then.
We do.
I did some family stuff, and but yesterday I came home after visiting my lady friend and just lit a fire and played some guitar, and it was nice. Sipped on a couple drinks. reflected on family, friends, and fellowship.
Do you have a good like
Important.
5 minute stare out the window, just uninterrupted?
Yes.
Well, you think it's uninterrupted, but there's like two people trying to talk to you, but you just zone out and you're just in your own zone, and it's like, wait, what?
No, you're talking about me when I'm stoned now.
Okay, well, I was bringing up what happens to me. So yeah, okay, you and I, that'd be funny as hell. We'll have a whole conversation when neither one of us are there.
Just
The funny thing about our next album too is like I never want to put the brakes on writing. So even like probably one of our favorite new songs is a new song. Like I remember last we were pretty much buttoning up the whole album process, and I sat down one day and I wrote this elaborate song. Steve titled Invincible, and it's got a nice acoustic beginning, and we just layered it up, and it's probably one of my favorite new songs. But
yeah, for sure.
It was really like the album was already completed, and we're just like, fuck it, let's just throw this on there. So it's kind of funny when you gotta just kind of put a line in the sand to say, okay, everything we write going forward is going to the next album, but it's hard to you just want to include everything,
Right.
And, it's been a fun process. Even we're mixing our album right now, and it's like, at what point do you stop, stirring the pot? At some point you just got to say, hey, the meal's done.
Yeah,
let's deliver.
It's simmered.
What is the fastest song you've ever written?
Shit, our first one.
I mean, I've heard musicians say they've had a song like something they were just in that moment, and within 3 to 5 minutes, a song was written.
No, we can't really tell you. Like, we can only tell you what the title of the song is. The song is called "The Wake," but this was like way back at the beginning of COVID, and even still, it was like we at that point none of us were even had seen each other face to face, and Dave and Opus had gone ahead and demoed a riff and some drums. And we just kicked it out to the guys, and then Mike and I sat on it, and we put our flavor to it, and then Dave redid some guitars and added his flavor, and we cranked that out in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been an interesting process because we can all work out of our own home laboratories, we'll call them. Steve's got a great Pro Tool setup at his house. I do myself, so I can demo the guitars, do scratch tracks, send them to Opus. He lives literally probably 10 minutes from the studio that we utilize. And then he can throw down some drums. Mike can do his bass at home, and we'll reamp the guitars in the studio later on. But with technology, the one thing that probably was a positive from the COVID experience, if you want to take something out of it, is that it made us better engineers at our own homes with the software that we have. For sure. Learning to record a little better and just get stuff done. I mean, rather than demoing a song and having to get to the studio to do it, now we're just like, fuck it, we're just recording ourselves. And then we use the expertise of our producer Nick Belmore to reamp the guitars and mix and put the spice on top. But that's probably one of the better
that spice.
Yeah, the adobo.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we were actually able to write and record songs without actually being together. And one thing we did last year as well is we maintained our weekly rehearsal time meeting, via Skype or Teams or whatever platform we were using at the time. But we still met at the same time every week just to keep up, face to face.
Just maintaining that contact.
That's right.
Well, I mean, what's cool is that, like Dave was saying, during COVID, it's like we got the opportunity to really master our crafts. Like, it's a difference when you're playing out, between when regular times, you're playing out, you have to record, you're writing, you're practicing. So you have all these dynamics happening at once. It was like COVID fucking sucked. Do not mistake me when I say that, but at least we had the opportunity to sit down and say, I'm sure Dave was like, oh, let me fuck around with my tone, or I was like, let me mess around and try some screaming and stuff, like different kind of screams and singing. So it was it really gave us the time to kind of refine our craft and then really come together. And that's how we got this awesome album. It was like, let's try some weird shit, and it all came together.
Right. And I get that, and I say this to so many people, and as I don't want to make it sound like it's twisted, but as much as it sucks that COVID has happened and affected people, the musicians had time to reevaluate shit or get shit done that they've been sidelining because of life itself. A lot of musicians actually have regular jobs still, and stuff like that. just life itself, became sidelined and they couldn't keep up with shit. Now all of a sudden, a lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people lost this. A lot of people have more time. So many of you came out with so much amazing music because you actually had the time to sit your asses down and reflect whatever the hell it is that was running through your head, or get back to old shit that you signed, that you put on the side that you just didn't have time for, and the result is just amazing. I feel like the music has literally blown up tenfold from what it was 2-3 years ago before COVID hit. It's like all the bands seem like refound themselves. Even if they didn't feel like they were lost, it was like they were rebuilt during that time. Everyone rebuilt, everyone came out and blew that shit up. And we were all ready. You were all, everybody was ready. So congrats to you guys.
If you look like throughout human history, like even like our history, like look, the 70s happened, big civil war. Then what happened? Rock and roll came right afterwards. During the 90s, there was the big, gang wars and a lot of stuff happening in civil, and what happened? Gangster rap came out. Now we have COVID, and now in the wake of COVID, you're getting like this whole new surge of music again. So, I mean, hard times create good music.
Yeah.
Back to writing as well is that, sometimes I'll noodle around my guitar and come up with some riffs, and I'll put them in like the bank, and I can pull from those and draw from them. But the most, I guess, rewarding songs that from this album came in the band space where we were all together. Opus will just kick a beat. I'll just match him maybe with the guitar. Steve will, come up with some lyrics on the spot. Mike will come in with bass, and like some of those riffs and those structures that we came up with in the band rehearsal studio. That's like the core base of my favorite songs from the next album.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear the next album. So you guys, as long as it all moves out, you guys said first quarter in 2022. Fingers crossed on that. Hopefully nothing will sideline that, but kill that shit. Don't hesitate to send me links, teasers, to mess with people. I got you.
We actually recorded a video for one of our next singles at Toad's Place last July. So that'll probably be the first major release that we do. So hopefully, maybe February or so we can get that out to everyone.
It's called Here Comes the Dead.
Here Comes the Dead. That's awesome. Hell yeah. So usually I ask this in the beginning, and I don't. My whole day got thrown off today. Fucking Christmas has messed me up. How'd you guys come up with your band name?
Okay. So it was fun. So like it's kind of weird for us to say it because for us being the new guys. So, but
that you know of.
We know how it came about. It's a reference to touring. So the whole thing is like, normally when you leave for tour, it's on a Wednesday or a Thursday. So you start, your tour on a Thursday night or a Friday night, and you go through normally like the first day off or two is Tuesday or Wednesday, and then normally if you do that whole run, you're dead by Wednesday. Yay! This is the part where Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse. Everybody's like, whoa!
As simple as it is, it makes sense. It does.
Yeah. Like anybody knows from touring, Thursday is probably, Wednesday maybe, but Thursday is usually the biggest, start of the week for people going out and having shows.
Oh, yeah, people with the weekend life, that's when the shit starts getting busier, more shows get booked. Definitely.
Thursday through Sunday are usually like the heaviest, larger shows, and it's always, difficult to book shows on a Monday, Tuesday, but you give it your all for that first portion of the week, and you'll still. We'll fill in the dates and everything, but like Steve said, I mean, by Wednesday, you're typically like, you go at it so hard that, it's fun. And then all of a sudden, like a week goes by and you're just like, fuck, I am so fucking tired,
For sure.
And then you do that like 4 more times in a row if you're on the road for like a month,
You just wait for Wednesday.
And you just get used to it over time. And it settles in that you're only going to get a few hours of sleep and whatnot. And,
And a few hours is a good night.
That's it.
And that's what people don't realize too. We talk about, what you do the other 23 hours of the day because, you're on stage for an hour, but I mean, it's a lot of work, just
right.
Driving, unloading, sound check, supporting the opening acts,
taking a nap in the back seat.
You get on the road at like 3 a.m. You get to a hotel, you get kicked out by noon. So it's, it's fun and we all enjoy it, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. So, props to all the bands that are doing it, especially living out of a van and things like that, and just getting by. It can be a tough life, but it's it's worth it. Getting the metal out.
It's about the music and the fans,
right?
All you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hell yeah. So I like to throw in a couple of little just fun questions that I ask everybody because I'm curious and I'm sure everyone is too. What are some of your most embarrassing moments on stage?
I can tell you mine off the top of my head immediately. Not in this band, but another band. I literally fell face first off the stage. I did a nosedive off of a stage box. We made these wooden stage boxes, and it was the first song. It was right after like the opening hit, and there's video of it. And I literally took a step. My foot was halfway off of the stage box, and the stage was already about 4 feet off the ground, and I was an additional 18 inches. And right off the stage I went, and I only missed one word.
And that was when your face planted, and then you went right back to that shit, right?
Like a hit, and then it was like right back on the stage. But man,
wow,
my face got all swollen afterwards. It hurt.
So what is that lesson? What is the lesson from that? Don't climb on the box or use better wood next time.
Step. Look at where you step.
Which is funny, yeah. When you get like strobes going, you know, you can get just blinded by the light, like on a stage.
I can imagine.
No clue what the fuck's going on, you know.
I can imagine, man.
Me as just a performer, it always pisses me off. I break a string. It doesn't happen that often, but like it's embarrassing to me because I'm like I want to be professional and have the gear in order, and 99% of the time everything's good, but it always stinks. And at one time I didn't have a backup guitar. I broke a string, and I had a Floyd Rose tremolo bridge, which guitarists would know out there. You break a string with one of those, all the strings go out of tune. So I remember trying to like restring it and get it in tune. You're wasting time, and it's like it's just an embarrassing thing to me. It's like always bring a backup guitar. That's like the lesson learned there. But in recent memory, I remember playing a show like in the last year and having my fly down on my pants. we got this guy, our buddy Anthony Fraschetti, like taking pictures of us. Shout out to his business. He does a great job for photography. And I remember seeing some of the pictures come back, and like I throw my guitar up, and I'm, I like
you're selling hot dogs.
I'm like so metal with my guitar up, and then like I got this huge fucking hole,
And nobody tells you until you see the pictures, of course, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Which wouldn't have been embarrassing. It would have,
Still always good.
Yeah. Middle of a solo, this looks like a windsock happening.
Exactly. Too funny. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I see shit when I'm taking pictures. And I'm just like, and if people, for the guys on the stage that actually know me personally, if they see my expression go 180, like I'm staring at something, all of a sudden I bust out laughing. I could see them lock at me like something's happening. They start looking behind them because they'll see that I'm acknowledging something is going down, and I'll be like, and I'll walk away. What am I gonna do? Stop them while they're playing and be like, "Oh, by the way, this is happening." I'll wait till afterward. They'll be like, "Okay, so this is what happened." And I try not to take a picture of it because even though I think it's hilarious, I try not to embarrass you guys either. So I've got some good photos of a lot of bands that never make it to the public. So, but it's fun. It's all my
it's interesting too. I mean, we're music act, we're a band, but obviously it's a visual too. It's like I came from the era of
give them something to look at. There you go. So.
Yeah, like one of my favorite eras was like the early '80s metal, like Motley Crue, Shout Out the Devil. Like I love like the look of like the satanic kind of like just black leather kind of like when you saw Motley Crue back in the day, like during that era, you're like,
right,
these guys, don't fuck with these dudes. Like, so having an image is important, but being true to yourself with it. But another embarrassing point, I remember we were getting some pictures taken in another band I was in at the Webster Theater in Hartford, and we're all metal. We got our metal shirts on. I had long hair at the time, so I'm like I can't wait to get these pictures back. Get the pictures back, and like my jeans had kind of rolled up a little bit over my shoes or whatever, but I had white socks on.
Oh,
and it was just funny because like here I am like decked out in black, looking all evil, and like then I got these nice shiny white socks, like just ruined all the pictures for me. You can crop it out, but it was like I was so pissed off, It's like got my foot up on the speaker, rocking out, like showing off my nice, Hanes socks,
So I'm like showing off your inner Michael
black.
Jackson.
Once you go black, you can't go back. So
I agree with socks. Absolutely, man. My socks, I swear to God, when I think I borrowed a pair of white socks from a friend's house like a month ago. And when I put them on, I'm just staring at my feet the whole time. I'm like,
yeah, it's a weird feeling at this point. Although now, like, weird socks, I guess they've been in fashion for guys forever. Maybe not in metal, but
too funny. All right. So what about one of your most interesting or worst experiences with a fan? Could be funny or worse, whatever you want to do with that one. Something that really stood out to you.
Actually, I haven't had a truly negative experience with. I mean, I've had interesting experiences with fans, but nothing like truly negative. I don't think I've had like a negative.
Opus and I, we started joking about it because it just happened a lot, like on tour a few years ago. We went on an extensive tour with Flotsam and Jetsam, and we didn't have to buy our way on the tour or anything, and those guys were awesome. But it wasn't like we were like rolling in dough either. We were kind of financing the whole tour for ourselves, and what you tend to do is like, hey, if somebody's going to offer you a place to stay, then you take them up on it because you can save on hotel rooms and whatnot. And we started like meeting like a lot of dudes that were like very very friendly, and like they're cool. They're metal dudes. They want to put us up. And then a few of the times we like got in the van afterwards. And we're like, wait a second, this dude like put us up in his house, cooked us breakfast, and then we started wondering like, was he looking for a little extra something else?
A special kind of B&B.
And I don't really care, what team you play for. I support everybody, diversity and whatnot. But it was just funny, like. I just didn't pick up on it, and then like we analyzed it afterwards. We're like, wait a second here, what was really going on? And Opus like, hey, whatever, I don't care,
We showered, we're good, right? That's all that matters. That's too funny. So well, that's good because a lot of people, that's so rare to hear that there's like no experience.
Very friendly.
Do what?
Some fans can be very friendly, apparently.
Yeah, that happens too.
Cooking the sausage in the morning and maybe want to show you their sausage. I don't know. Anyways, but I'm fun.
Cook you a sausage, eat a sausage. I mean, let's see. If you want buns, I mean, we can. Yeah. You never know. You never know.
But fans are usually really great. I mean, sometimes it's I guess this day and age, and with COVID and everything, the one thing is, personal space is a big deal, and sometimes you get people that are drunk and they're just all up in your grill and sweaty from the pit and touching you and stuff. And, people mean well, they just want to pat you on the back or hug you or give you a handshake. But, it's like it has really changed your perception of how you interact with people now face to face. Like, it's kind of like, hey, man, I need my personal space, which you should always have too. But, people spit in your face when they're talking.
You mean like Steve when he yells at people?
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
They're just giving
so many people, they're just loud smoking, and
that's why they sit first in the merch booth right after we play, so then that way everybody has the opportunity to give it right back to me after I just spit on over the first two rows.
Or landed on them, apparently.
Yeah.
Wait till I meet you after the show, motherfucker. I'm gonna give you a hug.
That's fine. Go for it. We'll hug.
Too funny.
Yeah, you get into the van afterwards, and you're like, you start to recognize everybody's like personal body odor, and then but then you're smelling your shirt, like that's not me, man. It's like you're saying goodbye, hi to people out in the crowd or whatever, and they're.
It's bad when you can identify who's standing behind you from your band, and you don't even see them, and you'd be like, "I know that smell. What's up, Steve?"
Yeah. Smells like
I know that smell.
Funk.
That's funny as hell. And that's how it goes, though. Sometimes you're on the road for not just a weekend, which is always just a mini vacation. Sometimes it's days. You're gonna know each other's messed up habits, whatever they may be. So awesome. So you guys already told us things that are coming up. We unfortunately got to close this and shut this down. Definitely would love to talk to you guys again, maybe in like 6 months. See what you've been up to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, how the whole COVID thing runs. But you guys will be here by then. And I'll have more pictures up of you guys and whatnot. Right. I think the last time I saw you guys was like 2 years ago. I think you were at WC Social
Club, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago. Something like that. I don't even remember. It's
it's all blur. Our tour last year, they shut it down. The day before we were supposed to play there, they
because of COVID capacity, actually.
The state mandate or whatever. So we ended up actually playing
the Looney Bin twice.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Props to Nick. You know, I got to say, Nick from the Looney Bin and what's his name? Chris from WC. They were one of the last of the venues to do this into COVID. They were one of the last, and I think Nick only closed for like a week, if that. I think it was because of the fire, or no, the fire was the year before. It was just like a brief moment, but same thing with WC Social. They only closed for a few weeks.
Yeah,
and they were one of the very few venues that were just like, dude,
a shout out to
not law. We're staying open, but they followed that minimal rule, the 25%, whatever. And I kept telling them, I'm like, 25 capacity of 700, still a decent amount of people. You people need to get your asses out. If you're scared, I understand. I respect your opinions, but don't give people shit who are going to do them. If they want to go out and support and do whatever they want to do to live their life, they're going to do it. Until you pay their bills, don't have an opinion. That's how I feel. But Looney Bin, Nick is awesome. He's definitely a cool guy. He was one of the few that were just like, I'm still doing this. I don't care. I want to get keep the bands, going, at least have something to go on.
They fed us a bunch of pizzas, remember?
Yeah.
Frozen pizza. They have a crazy
their tacos are good. Have you had their steak tacos?
Yeah, they have a crazy bloody. I'm not a Bloody Mary drinker, but they had.
It's a meal in itself.
They put the chicken on the side, chicken wings and stuff.
Yeah, it's a meal in itself, man. The fucking Chicago's. I don't know if it's just Chicago or other places, but I know in Chicago, a lot of bars, your Bloody Mary is a meal in itself. Come hungry.
Exactly.
Yep.
Come hungry. It's gonna be a meal in itself, but it's good.
And hey, shout out to God Size Records. They
that would be Nick and Jeff.
Great job.
Nick and Jeff Pilgrim.
Yep.
They're caught in the middle, actually, between Chicago and mid Illinois. That's Peoria. Well, Pekin, technically. It's Pekin, Illinois. But yeah, it's only like a 2.5 hour drive, honestly. I mean, it's still considered Chicago based. Maybe they're closer to Joliet, which is where the Forge is. But yeah, they're the ones that pretty much are the only ones other than the Forge towards central Illinois that really have a mainstay with the music scene. With the local music scene, it is there, and that is something Twisted Spoke. That's what it is.
Yeah, Twisted Spoke.
It's the Twisted Spoke in Pekin, Illinois, and that's just outside of Peoria. Which just stay in Pekin.
Forge is a great venue too. We played there on the Flotsam and Jetsam tour a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's pretty much all Central has. And I know Morris is kind of close, but they don't really have a venue. At least. Not true. They do have a big venue. I forgot what it's called. I was there once, like 15 years ago, to see Korn. But like small venue wise or bar wise, that actually plays, decent local bands and metal and stuff like that. It's them. That's all that's really there, and they keep that shit going. So yeah, God Size, props to them. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good dudes we're friends with, and we love the scene out there. We can't wait to circle the wagon, come back there for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been down there. It's been a while since I've been down there. But usually I ask what you guys got going on, but we already discussed it. You start your tour technically around April, you're hoping, you said?
Yep. We're still finalizing the dates on it, but definitely keep your eyes peeled for the dates. But we're shooting for end of March, beginning of April.
And what areas you guys covering? You guys hitting you just hit
we don't know fully for sure yet, but if we had to guess, I'll hopefully make it out towards you guys. If I had to go ahead and take a stab at it. So I think it's gonna be around us and you guys.
Yeah, the tour in April is gonna be with a pretty well-known band. We can't announce it just yet, but they're gonna be on the tour. We're probably gonna pick up the second leg of their tour that they're gonna take over as headliners, and we'll support them. Probably might have to join them around the West Coast and then make our way back here. So we're just trying to finalize everything, and hopefully with the craziness of the world, everything's going to hold up and we'll be able to get out. But I think for this record, we'll certainly be out in the Midwest area in Chicago. So stay tuned.
Oh,
for sure.
Like I said, there's 3 shows that I saw that you guys are coming to Chicago in January. And again, for those who might have missed it, I'm throwing this out there for, selfless promotion for you guys, because that's what I do. Wrong page. Hold on, I'm on the wrong page. All right, I got, let's see. Where the fuck is it? Well, you guys got your show for Hothfest 2, January 8th and 9th.
Yep.
And that is, where's that going to be? Where's that going to be again?
That's going to be in Massachusetts.
Yep.
Okay, and yeah, you guys got Inverter there. You guys got Rizzo. I mean, it's a decent line. You guys got a decent lineup out there. Hell yeah, man. And of course, Rizzo, man, he just bounces all over the damn place between the East Coast and the Midwest, especially. That son of a bitch is non-stop. Props to you, Rizzo. You're next on the hit list, by the way.
Awesome dude. We play a lot of shows with him. He actually did some work with Dead by Wednesday years ago, so he's part of the family. And shout out to Mark, killer dude.
Big ups, Mark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's awesome, man. He kills it. I've seen him quite a few times when it was godlike that, because Jeff would bring him up here, to WC, or he'd go to what's it called, Brower House out in Lombard. He's been up here quite a few times, man. He kills it. A lot of people have mad respect for him, even by himself, even when he's not with Soulfly, just by himself. Fucking mad respect for that man, absolutely. So then you guys also got March 12th and March 4th at the Brower House, and then we got a January 28th goodbye tribute to Penny Road Pub.
And January 15th,
Blizzard Bash.
Toad's Place.
Yes. All right. Awesome, guys. Do you have, you want to tell anybody what links and what platforms and everything they can find you guys at?
Everywhere. You can just search Dead by Wednesday on Bandcamp, Facebook, Instagram. Get us on MySpace. Find us on your mother's MySpace and your dad's Facebook page. Like us and follow us everywhere. Trust me, we like to respond back to fans. So please reach us out. And on
Bandcamp, you can have any of our merchandise made. It's like just-in-time manufacturing. So if you like an album cover or you want a mug, a T-shirt, anything, we can get it manufactured for you and sent out to you. So we got a good deal with a good distributor on that. All the music is up on Bandcamp. Check our videos out on YouTube. We have our own internet site as well. But just Google Dead by Wednesday and you'll find some information on us.
Yeah, remember to spay and neuter your cats. Isn't that what Bob Barker used to say?
Yeah. Oh my God. Flashback. Holy shit. We just showed our age. We just showed our age is what we did.
I thought I did when I said MySpace.
Okay, you know what? I did kind of glitch when I heard that. I was like, wait, what? It happens. I think I've slipped and said MySpace out of nowhere, and I haven't looked at that shit in like 12 years. So
that was the shit for a while. For sure.
Yeah.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Right. Again, thank you guys for coming on to Savage Ladies Podcast. It was awesome meeting you. And getting to know you guys. We'll definitely get you on again soon.
We love you guys.
Sounds good.
Be safe. Happy New Year.
You too. Mad love and respect.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Oh.